What's up, guys? Haven't done one of these in a while. This is going to be exciting for us because this will be my first game using the new lexicon, TWL3. So here we go. I'll be playing against Joey Krafchick, aka CraftyJ95, aka my current roommate. He's next door, but he's got headphones in, so he can't hear me talking, I hope. And we'll see what kind of game we get. Joey is rated, I think, 1980 somewhere right now. He's been over 2000 for a while. He's currently second in the state of Texas, and I'm third. So I am looking forward to this match. I think we're going to try and get a triple header for you guys, 3 games in a row, but maybe I'll get mad or maybe something will come up and we'll decide not to do it. We'll see. Um, Joey's going first, and I've got this interesting rack here. I'm almost certainly going to be stacking like NEE or maybe NENE on top of or underneath whatever Joey does, but we'll have to see what kind of tiles I get. It'd be interesting what happens if Joey exchanges here, if he exchanges small, because then I'm much less keen to give him tiles to bingo with. So I think it would probably be better if Joey exchanges small for me to actually respond with my own small exchange and not to play NAE for 6. This just increases his chances of bingoing. I think setting an E down is usually about 2.5% higher for opponent to bingo, and an N I would guess is about 1.5 to 2%. So together I'm probably increasing his chances by like a little less than 4%, and that's not something I want to do. Not for 6 points, I'll just exchange. But Joey doesn't play small, he instead plays melee. That's going to make things interesting for me. I don't have an NEE stack. Can't go on either side. I do have NENE over here to keep the less than ideal AET, but it's something. It's also actually quite defensive. Joey's not going to be able to stack well. Maybe a little 3 here. Not maybe something here, but that's going to be kind of tough for him. It's a little tricky. Joey strategically opens vertically, and that's a big decision. You gotta wonder why he played it on top instead of underneath for extra points. Obviously, he doesn't want to set this here, or the val here, but I don't know. Maybe he's trying to set something up, or maybe that's just Joey's strategy. I don't think I can play Menta there, or Mint. I really don't want to keep double E's if I don't need to. This is not Collins. I can't play Teen. I can play Neat over here for 16, and Nay over here, Neen, or whatever that is 3 fewer points. This is a little more conducive to overlaps for more points here. It also takes the H in the back, and maybe it takes an S. Don't know. K or M hurts me here, and I keep N's instead of other tiles. I don't really know what to do. Trying to find a word through this M, like a 6 or a 7. Mentee is there, that's 16 as well. Get rid of all of my E's. I don't think I want to do that. I also get wrecked by overlaps. It looks like this is probably going to be my best option, and just in the interest of time, I think I'm going to go ahead and play it. If there are other options, it's pretty close right now, so I'll play this. And I'll draw into this nice looking rack, AENPRT. Pretty sure I don't have any bingos in this rack. At least not any 7s. In terms of 8s, not on the board, and I don't really look for 8s that aren't there. I'll just wait and see if I get tiles to think about them. Otherwise, what's the point? Yeah, I really don't think that bingo's with the Y. So, we'll see. We'll see what Joey gives me. Don't see any good plays for me over here. Joey exchanges. I might have a double-double through this EN. If I do, it's almost certainly the best thing I've got on the board. I see parent. I see terpene. But I don't see anything that actually double doubles. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything there. I don't think I've got one of those available to me. So now it's going to be an option of what do I do? PE is something. It's super risky. You know, if Joey doesn't have an A or an E, I'll hit a high scoring bingo, but that's never a play I will think about making. It just seems too aggressive. I want a bingo too bad. Pretty sure Permeant is good. Permeant. Pretty sure that's good. And that's going to be a decent play. I mean, I get rid of all of my bingo tiles at the same time. I only score 24. Joey has a place for a decent underlap, and his rack is essentially random, a little less than random after his exchange 6. I was really not hoping to be stuck with this board. Nene was so defensive because Joey was going next, and I wanted him to have a bad board, but he exchanged. You know, that's good. It's good that he exchanged, but at the same time, it's a little inopportune for me. Um, hmm. I think I'm going to go ahead and play Permeant. I don't want to keep bingo tiles here. I don't want to score very small with a play like Pet over here, keeping AENR. It's just not worth it. I'm going to go ahead and grab more points and play Permeant. Play long, get out of this rack. I get Ugliest Gluiest, which is a nice thing to pull. Neither of them are going to go down right now, but we'll see what Joey gives me. Maybe I'll get a spot. I could have some 8s on the board right now. I'm not seeing them offhand, but I'll keep looking. I don't think I've got anything through that N. I don't recognize that rack. Pretty sure that P doesn't work. The E definitely doesn't work, and I don't think the T works. And the Y is not going to work. Yeah, I don't. I think that's it. I don't think I've got one. I don't think Permeant takes an S. I'm pretty sure it's an adjective. I would say I'm about 95% that it doesn't take that S. Joey plays Gem, and I do not get a spot for my bingos. That makes this a tough turn. I have Glute here, thanks to the new edition of TE, and that's nice. That's 23. If I could just play off like GNU or the new word Nug, I keep a much more friendly leave for bingos. But there's really, oh, you know, Pug is going to be over here. But still, there's really not a spot for me to bingo. I guess I've got stuff. Oh, well, stuff ending in an S is actually going to go there. It's not going to be the best bingo. It'll score pretty little and give Joey a lot back. But EILST is just so strong. I don't think it's necessarily worth blowing everything up to grab a couple extra points. It's a philosophical debate that comes over time and time and time again in Scrabble. Do I fish or do I score more points? And man, I just don't know what to do. Joey's just exchanged 6 and then played Gem, so I think we've more or less got him at a random rack. Not quite random, but I've got no reason to think he's super close to bingoing. I'm not going to make any strong inferences after his last play. I think I'm going to play Pug and just see what happens. This leave is just so strong. I'm going to be bingoing probably, I'd guess, about 60% next turn. And it looks like I will indeed be bingoing next turn, and it'll probably score a lot. Sextile comes to mind. So, pretty decent pull. X blank. It's like, oh, X, you're going to score a lot blank, and you're going to bingo. Sick. So I'm happy about that. I see Sextile right here. That's 74. Oh, if this were Collins, I'd smash him. Joe takes a front S in Collins because that makes sense. Got to figure out what I've got through this N and through this T. Again, I'm pretty certain that Permeant does not take the S, so I'm not going to worry about that spot or plays there. I'm looking through the alphabet really quick. Give me a sec. But I do not see anything ending in an S here. Let me think for just a little bit longer, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't see anything ending in an S. So I've just got this spot now that I've got to think about. It doesn't look like it's there. With me, a lot of the time, bingos are just there or they're not. I mean, A or O blank look like the main options. They're not there. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So I'm going to go ahead and play sextile. And I hope I don't miss anything. I'll put the blank down here. It really doesn't matter all that much, but maybe Joey plays down here a little more often than I do. Draw this rack. A flint looks like a decent play out of it on a first glance. Feint is going to score a little bit less, but accomplish the same thing. Now, obviously, undoubling the N and the T at the same time look pretty important, and I personally hate Fs. If you've watched my bingos, or watched my videos before, you know that about me, but I dislike F a lot more than a player of my caliber, or any player really, is supposed to. It's just my personal least favorite tile, I guess. So I'd like to get rid of that. That's a little bit about Joey's strategy. He knows a lot of words. He studies bingos all the time. Living with him, I've seen that he studies at least 1,000 bingos every single day. So he knows more words than me. That much is certain. He won't miss bingos very often, if like hardly ever. Um, so how does that play in? I don't think it's really impacted a turn I've had so far. Maybe Permeant, you're a little less likely to give him these floaters to work with. But that being said, sometimes he makes mistakes on the short game, not all that often, but I'd say he's stronger at the short game than I am, or the short words than I am, and definitely the long words. There's 4 deck. Joey thought about that for a long time, which makes me a little bit wary of it. I don't know why you would think about that so long. But I know Joey knows so many words. He would be on hold right now if this were a tournament, for sure, and I'd just be staring at this for a while. It's also bad because this S hook is probably going to come up, and if he did make it up, he knows he's making it up, and he'll challenge me. I sincerely doubt it takes a front A, so that's all the. But that would be devastating if it did. I just don't see him having the cojones to make that word up on me, especially not in a YouTube game. I think I'm going to let it go, especially because feint right here is just such a strong response. I'll let it go. I hope this. I hope I don't look like a moron right now. I've drawn octanes, and if 4 decks is good, it'll go down here for 81. If he does block that, I might be screwed. He doesn't. And I'm not going to find any higher scoring bingo than octanes. It's the only 7 in this rack. I'm going to go ahead and play this. And play it quickly to make it seem like I know that 4 deck is a word and it takes an S. Because if I play it quickly and he's unsure, then maybe... I don't know. It increases my chances just a little bit. It hasn't come off yet, which means Joey didn't make that word up. He may or may not be holding me right now, but I feel pretty confident that this play is going to stay on the board. just based on the length Joey has waited. Oh, you know what? Octanes also would have gone here. So if I were really wary of taking the risk with this, that he had made it up, I could have put it there. Probably should have thought about it. Probably went a little too quick on that one, but yeah, it seems like it's worked out fine for me. Don't want to speak too soon. He might still challenge, but this is a fun rack for me here. It's going to be interesting. How much do I want to clean it up versus how much do I want to score? That's what racks like this a lot of the time come up or come into. EH is pretty horrible. Joey throws down a new word, LIH. And I don't really see anything I can do over here. I'd have to get the I there. I don't think that came in. I think BEVVY came in, but I don't think BEVIE did. And I don't see any good plays that go over there. If I'm super worried about this spot, I can play the. But I'm not really super worried about that spot. Trying to find anything through this N that gets rid of 2 of the BHV combination, and I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, I'm just really failing to see a way to break any of this up. Thieve, I guess, is there. It seems kind of silly, and there's only 2 E's left in the game, so I really don't mind holding on to both E's I've got right now. I don't see anywhere to play verb. I don't even see a play here. There's Burke here for 18. That's horrible. That's pretty much all I see except for the. I get to hold on to both of my E's this way. But the E's just aren't going to do much on this board. I don't, they're not going to go over here. Joey can probably play up here a lot of the time. There's 4 O's unseen, a bunch of A's. He'll have some sort of play there. Man. There's Ick for 20. Oh. There's Vive, I guess. Scores 20 as well. Keeps BERH. Let's look at how many vowels are left. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 20 out of 39. So we're actually pretty vowel heavy right now. More vowels than consonants, that vowel heavy. So I really don't mind this HEBR leave anymore. I wonder if it's worth trying to make some sort of play up here instead, just to knock out this gem spot, but I'm not up by that much. It's not like I'm up so much I can start giving up a bunch of points to shut down the board. I'm getting kind of low on time. I'm just going to put down Vive, and we'll go with it. And I do draw a bunch of vowels, AAI, in fact, so I'm glad I was aware of that. I'm glad I paid attention to that. And it looks like Joey is struggling with vowels right now as well. So I'd like to make some sort of play down here. I can't put anything after this OH, but I'd like to make a 5 so I can address that spot and knock it out and not have to worry about Joey hitting it. If I had an R on the board, I'd have Herbaria, which is sick. But I do not have an R on the board. Just trying to find some sort of 5 that'll play there. I see a Brie that's a 4 that'll go there. Oh, there it is. Rehab. Rehab will go there. And I'm sure that's going to be just the absolute best I can do. So Rehab goes down, score 40 points, knock out the best spot on the board. This gem spot is still here, but there's only one S out. Still, it's going to come up at some point, you know. The S is going to get drawn. But if I can knock out this spot and then get something up here to disrupt this spot, I'm good. Or I've also got an S right now. I could potentially burn it with something like that and just shut stuff off. Icy is a nice little play to get out of this. Let's see how Val heavy we are now. 5, 8, 11, 12, 13 out of 20. Okay, so some weird stuff happened. My computer just crashed, but hopefully I can put these two videos together and finish this game for you. Joey just bingoed with Saboteur, and I just lost a bunch of time off my clock. My defensive options from earlier are out the window because I'm now losing. So that changes things quite a bit. And I don't see any strong plays through this N except Yoni for 15. And that just seems so weak. Let's look at the vowels. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 vowels out of 21. So we're getting closer and closer to normal. The amount of unseen eyes does worry me quite a bit. But do I want to play Yoni? Do I want to play Wino? Or do I want to play Icy? If I draw another eye into this rack, I'm pretty much going to lose this game. Like, it's going to be rough. Hang on. Okay, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, and I'm getting so low on time. I think I'm just going to roll the dice here and see if I can pick up some consonants. And I do get a consonant. That's pretty big. It probably wasn't the best play, but just low on time. I've got to do stuff. Down 5, Joey's turn. It is big, though. The blank is out now. The S is gone now, so I have this spot. And it's going to be pretty tough for Joey to make any sort of play that blocks. He's going to have to go down to this R for like 8. Or right here, maybe. But I'll need good stuff to go there. Oof, inked is quite a bit of points. So it looks like, you know, if I'm going to try and bingo, I'm going to have that spot for the rest of the game. Another thing to worry about is Q, Z are both out, and the Q just looks like it's going to be horrible on this board. Unless you have a U to go with it and you can play here, you're going to be dumping it for QI a lot of the time. Not me. I can play QIS here. Joey can't. I'm going to go ahead and play Ta right now. Just kind of autopilot that turn to save my time for an end game. Ta seems like it's kind of straightforward. Joey hits Reap Up, and we're in an interesting spot now because that Q is still out, and it looks like this is the only spot to put it. Oh no, you know what? There's an I right there also, so I'm not going to be able to Q stick Joey. But this game is not as over as you might think because he's going to have to score 11. If he has the Q and the Z right now, he will be eating one if I can come up with an out and 2. So I can play radios here for 17. Joey cannot respond with any sort of Z play here. He can drop the Q. He can play Zit. Ooh, that'll be a lot though. If he has all 3 of those tiles, the Z, the I, and the T, he can play Zit, and that should be enough for him to win the game. I could also try and fish, but I really don't see stuff I can draw. Yeah, just a quick scan shows like nothing I can draw unless I play a 2-tile fish and get the right stuff. So it seems like the thing I want to do then is to make a play, make a long play, and or maybe a short play and just draw the right stuff. If I play AI and I draw an I can play Aeroid or radios to go out. Not much he can do about that. Or AI down here, same score. Oh man, just trying to find something that'll score some points right now. Play Arid up here, Arid up here. Trying to think of what tiles I can draw. Oh, you know what? I'm drawing 2 tiles, not 1, so I'm going to have to play longer. I could also try and make a play like Raj. I would draw a play up here, but that's not going to... Yeah, I would need a 6, and only a 5 will fit. In the interest of time, I'm just going to put down Arid, and we'll see if I can draw something really lucky, I think. Or should I try and draw the Q and hit Cades? No, that seems too desperate. I'm just going to hope Joey has bad stuff and I get good stuff. I don't get good stuff, but Joey does have very bad stuff. I'm not going to be able to go out, which looks like Joey can probably get rid of both of those tiles. He's got the new TIZ. He's got 2 different spots for a Q. He's got WIZ. Maybe I can count on him missing Tiz, but I don't think that's too likely. Just got to find something to do. I'll play Woo, see if he misses Tiz. Oh, he's got a Zig up here too. It doesn't really matter. Yep, gonna run out of time. I'll just play Woo. We'll see what Joey does, and I'll go out as fast as I can next turn. Oh, he had that as well. Oh, I'll just go out. Oh, you know what? Zah. There we go. Just barely went over time. That's annoying. I probably could have played that game a little bit differently if I had a little more time, if I hadn't lost 2 minutes at the end there. But, you know, I also made some bad plays, I think. I think Icy was pretty bad. I gotta check 4 decks real quick. Okay, it is good. So I don't know what took him so long there, but it is good. Anyway, that's the game. I'll try and stick these 2 videos together, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I can do it, maybe I can't. But thanks for watching. I'll try and get game 2 up soon. Adios.